Welcome everyone. In today's video, we're going to do a December update on the place where you can get the highest yields on your SOL in the Solana DeFi ecosystem. So right now, if you want to go stake with one of the liquid staking providers, the highest APY you'll get right now is 7%. So this is the highest out of Socian, Lido, Marinade Finance, and Parrot Finance. The highest we can get right now is at 7% APY. And that's good yield. What's nice about it is that it's liquid staking, so you can still take your stake SOL and then use it as collateral elsewhere, as opposed to going to a centralized exchange like Binance, Kraken, or FTX and staking your SOL there. So that's convenient, but today's video, we're going to show you all of the places in the Solana DeFi ecosystem where you can easily beat 7% APY. So we're going to go from the highest to the lowest, and then we're going to go over some protocols at the end where the yield will vary quite a bit. So these ones you'll have to monitor a lot. So the first protocol we're going to take a look at today is Francium. So I've done a lot of videos on this on my channel. Francium is a leveraged yield farming platform, and in fact they allow you to leverage yield farm at 6x leverage, by the way, the MSOL SOL pool in Orca. So you can currently receive 27.29% return by doing so. So the risk that you face doing this is the fact that if MSOL breaks its peg with SOL, because it's meant to be one-to-one, if MSOL goes down to like 0.88 MSOL for every SOL, then you could potentially get liquidated. But the chances of that happening are fairly low, but it's always a chance that it might happen. So if you're going to do this, you can always just crank down the leverage as well, and that will reduce liquidation risk, but you can still get good returns. See, even at 3x leverage, you're getting 16.11% return on your SOL. So I'll show you how to use this. You just need to press farm, and let's just do 0.1 SOL for now. Press the asset to borrow as MSOL because I'm only supplying SOL. If I was only supplying MSOL, then I'd press the asset to borrow as SOL, and then let's farm. Let's press OK. And if I scroll all the way up to the top, we can see that my position has now opened. So the next protocol we're going to take a look at is Sunny Aggregator. So Sunny Aggregator, essentially, it just takes in Saber LP tokens, and then in return, it gives you out a higher yield than you would get from Saber Finance, because the yield that's paid out is in Saber tokens as well as Sunny tokens. So if we take a look at the yields that they're currently offering on SOL, we can see that we have 8.6% on. We can see that we have 8.6% APY on MSOL SOL. If we scroll down, 10% on Parrot SOL SOL. PSOL Parrot SOL LP is 11%. If I scroll down more, let's see. ASOL SOL LP is 14%. I keep going down. So that's it. So your highest available on Sunny right now is the ASOL SOL Saber LP, and you can get 14% APY while still being exposed to the price of Solana itself. So you just need to be aware of the fact that if you are going to use Sunny, your rewards are going to be paid out in Saber and Sunny tokens. So every day you'll need to come in, claim all your rewards, sell them off for more SOL, go back to Saber Finance, get more LP tokens, and then recompound it into Sunny if you want to get this APY number. So if that sounds like a lot of work to you, then it might not be worth it using Sunny Aggregator. But the next protocol is Chest Finance. So Chest Finance is like the ribbon finance of Solana. So if you're familiar with that, you should be familiar with how Chest Finance works. So with Chest Finance, you can stake your SOL in here. So what they do is they take your SOL and then go to an options protocol and then sell covered calls against it. And then with the options premium that they receive, they return it to all of the stakers. And the projected yield for that right now is about 10% APY. So if you want to, all you need to do is just connect your wallet and then deposit how much SOL you want to get your yield on. And so with Chest Finance, how it works, you can only withdraw your SOL once a week. So if that's a problem for you and you want to remain more liquid, then this might not be ideal. The next protocol we're taking a look at is Mercurial Finance. So Mercurial Finance is a stable swap platform. So if you wanted to swap between lots of different stable coins or lots of different like stable assets, you can do so here. So if I go back to home, we can see that they have an MSOL SOL pool. stake Sol, Sol pool, and then some stablecoin pools as well. But your current highest Sol pool that you can LP in is the stake Sol pool. So what you need to do is press deposit and then enter how much Sol you want to put in. So you only need to put in one or the other. You can do both, but it will automatically swap it for you. So if you don't have stake Sol already, it's not that much of a problem. So your APY will be paid out here in Mercurial Finance tokens and wrapped Lido tokens. So once you do that, you can go to rewards, claim your tokens, and then you'll need to sell them off, buy more Sol, and then to recompound your farm. So I'll just press deposit here, confirm deposit, and then you get paid out your yield once a day as well. And so there we go. I've started providing liquidity in the stake Sol pool, and I'm going to start earning rewards. So the next project we're going to take a look at is Saber Finance. So if you're not familiar with Saber, it's another stable swap platform like Mercurial Finance. The only difference is that you've got a different UI, and I think they're a lot better with business development because they've got lots more pools. As you can see back at Mercurial Finance, you only had about 4 different pools to play around with, but with Saber, you've got quite a few, and so you've got a large choice of which pools you want to LP in. So we're going to go over to farms, and then we can see what yields we can get. So Saber is doing a liquidity mining program, so if you LP anywhere on Saber, you're going to be receiving Saber tokens. So we're going to look for Sol. So we're going to press this tab here, and we'll look at what the highest yields are available. A lot of the more common Sol pairs, the APYs have been absolutely crushed because you have large funds who come in and then LP in these pools, as well as just regular people as well, because it's not as risky to LP for the MSol Sol pool as it is, say for example, the ASol Sol pool. They just haven't established themselves as much right now. So we have here the XSol Sol pool, so that's the synthetic Sol, and you're currently getting a 9% APY. And then we also have the ASol Sol LP, which is currently paying out 10% APY. Your rewards are going to be paid out in Saber tokens, so you're going to need to sell them off, buy more Sol, and then re-LP if you want to enter these farms. So I'm going to show you how to do this. We'll go over to pools, go back to Sol, scroll all the way down to ASol Sol, press deposit. And what's nice about Saber Finance is that you only need to supply one of the assets if you want to LP. They'll automatically do the swaps for you. So I'll just press deposit, confirm deposit, and so 0.1 Sol will be taken out of my wallet, and then I'll be given ASol LP tokens. There we go. My LP tokens have arrived in my wallet, so I need to go back to farms, click on Sol again, go all the way down, and then we need to stake them. So here I can press my balance, and then I can deposit all of my LP tokens into this farm, and then once I do so, I'll automatically start earning Saber tokens as a reward. And there we go, my unclaimed tokens. The number is going to start ticking up second by second, which is really nice. The next project we're going to take a look at is Solend Finance. So Solend is a money market. It went live on mainnet a couple of months, and it's sort of the premier one right now. They recently did their IDO, and they're doing a liquidity mining program as well. So as you can see here, a lot of the yields that you're receiving when you deposit collateral is actually in Solend tokens. So the yield on native Sol that you're getting here right now isn't great. It's only 4.97%. But if we look down at the MSol supply APY, you're currently getting 8.44% for depositing in here, which is higher than if you were just holding MSol itself, which is only 7%. So 8.44% is really nice. And one thing to keep a note of is the fact that you're getting paid out in Solend rewards and Mercurial Finance rewards, and so you'll be able to claim them up here. And then if you go to partner rewards, you'll be getting your Mercurial Finance tokens as well. The next project we're going to take a look at is Apricot Finance. So this is a mixture of a money market and a leveraged yield farming platform. It's quite nice. The X-Farm function is really cool, and I recommend you definitely check this out. So the yields that you can get right now on deposited Sol are 7.5%, and for MSol it's 7.21% respectively. So this yield is being paid out in both native Sol and Apricot Finance tokens. And then if we go to cross farm and we scroll down, you can leverage yield farm Orca as well on the MSol Sol LP, and you're currently receiving about 9.32% for doing so. But Francium allows you to leverage up higher, so if you wanted to do this, you might as well go to Francium instead of doing it on Apricot Finance. And the last place to go to is Orca. So Francium and Apricot Finance both allow you to do leverage yield farming on the Orca MSol Sol LP. So if we go here and then we scroll all the way down, you're currently receiving 9.22% APR for LPing in the MSol Sol pool. And so to LP, you're going to need to press deposit, and then you can obviously add how much you want to LP for. So with Orca, you're going to need an equal amount of MSol and Sol to LP in this pool. So I don't have any MSol right now, so I'm not going to show you how to do it. And so to just round off the video, we're going to go over a couple of projects where the yields on the Sol that you can receive will fluctuate quite a bit. So we have Francium and Tulip. So if you go to both of the lending tabs, we can see here that Sol is paying out 4%, and if we go on Francium, 7.47%, and your MSol, you've got about 7.34%. So on Francium, we've got slightly better rates right now, but because Francium and Tulip are both leverage yield farming platforms, they need people to supply collateral that will be lent out to people who are doing the leverage yield farming. If we go over here to the utilization ratio, we see that, and then if we go over here to utilization ratio, we can see that they're both quite high. But if a new farm comes out that has Sol or MSol in it, and it's quite a high percent APY and lots of people are farming it, then these utilization ratios are going to skyrocket, meaning that the yields that you receive on MSol and Sol will skyrocket as well. So if you're quite active and you check this stuff every day and you know what's about to happen, then it might be worth your time looking at Francium and Tulip lending vaults, lending out your Sol there, because there's a lot of opportunity sometimes when a new farm opens. And so that's the end of the video. Just remember that none of this is financial advice. Make sure to ape responsibly. And if you like the video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one.